Yes, Gab. My name is Gab. So, isa din akong masasabi nating prepper na I've been thinking about it since last year when kasi as an economist, nakikita ko something's not normal and heading the wrong way. No? And then I met Hubert sometime December, no, last December of 2025. And then na-crystal nagkaintindihan kami with regards to na-confirm yung mga fears ko and yung mga hinala ko na things are going south. No? Kasi besides, we're both historians. I'm an economic historian. I read a lot, di ba? I also watch yung mga the things that's available, no? So napasok na ako sa algorithm ng mga prepper. So paras kami ng research. So na-crystal na-confirm yung mga hinala ko just by talking to him sa mga experiences niya na-observe ni Hubert kasi sharp si Hubert, and then nabigyan niya ako ng framework on paano ano yung pag-iisip ko regarding diba, yung actions to take and ano yung mga in my case anong pwede kong gawin. So and since December nagkita kami, we've been neighbors na namin, we talk a lot. And then February I made my move. Starting December I started looking for properties. I found one na masasabi natin they still practice indigenous permaculture. So I bought a property in February. I started building in February. So now patapos na yung construction ko. So I'm here in Manila now. I'm selling my house, my condo, 5 of my cars. I'm selling 2 of my motorbikes kasi I believe na yung money for the next for the foreseeable future for na mawawalan lang ng value, and I can say na, di ba, dati yung value ng pera ko, I can buy 1 liter of gas for 52 pesos. Now it's doubled, no? So the value of my cash has reduced. So I'm just telling you, but pare wala ng value ang pera, lalo mawawala, no? So we confirm that. So ang value sa akin ni Hubert is talagang yung mga ideas namin, nagkakaintindihan kami. And so malaking naitulong ni Hubert, no? And like right now, like ngayon sa session na to, sinasabi niya I should go into bee farming, into soldier flies, black soldier fly, and I'll do that, no? One of the 3, at saka yung
Vermicast.
vermicast, no? Yung bee farming kasi sa area namin limited pa yung use of pesticides sa rice fields, pero maraming coconut, maraming bananas na hindi pa dependent, no? And in a few months time mawawala na yung pesticide kasi yung petrochemical industry will be masisira na rin, no? I mean wala na magiging supply ng pesticide, and already sa area namin dahil sa El Nino nawawala na yung the farmers are planning to shift from rice farming, so mawawala yung pesticide, wala na pera, and there's no need for it. They'll be shifting to root crops. So yung malaki yung itulong ni Hubert, and then so now I'm telling him, Hubert, there's value sa ginagawa mo. So ang suggest ko sa kanya is, I have a business, somebody's running it for me, I'm the prepper. So what you can do is go to a businessman, you be the prepper, and then gawin mo yung hindi niya gagawin. Pero I'm not saying get paid, just make sure na dalawa kayo, you have a roof over your head, you have a food supply na as much as you can ma-strategize na paano, not just for you, your family, yung community ng workers mo, and then the surrounding community. Focus lang sa doon, wag mo muna yung mga ibang permacultural groups. Sabi ko, Hubert, make sure of that. Tapos you'll have a partner who's parang sabihin na nating money man, pero actually the guy who will provide the solar system will provide yung water system, will provide kung meron ng mga financing na kailangan to build the capability to be resilient pagdating ng next coming months. So sabi ko, since you have the knowledge, since you can talk to people, you can mobilize, and you have the time, hindi na importante yung monetize. Kailangan yan, you have to start building that with somebody, start building stuff like
So, last question, being an economist, alam ko naman everything is subject to fluid situation. For personal prepping and risk management, give a theoretical timeline itong nakikita natin collapse.
Pare wala na, nagpanic na ako even before the Iran alam mo naman kasi
Yeah.
sabihin na natin na influence ako ng di ba, yung sa algorithm siguro yung pinasok ko, but then it does make sense
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
I've been many years before, well, nasa economist naman ako eh.
Mm-mm.
I saw the financial collapse nung yung real estate. So, hindi naman ako, I didn't feel it eh.
Tama.
Natakot ako eh. Diba, na 50 years old, naranasan ko din yung 80s na natandaan ko. I was too young to be fearful nung everyday mais-mais lang kami. I think this was during the time na may El Nino, Super El Nino. So ngayon nagsabay yung dalawa, yung Super El Nino at saka
Pero without...
diba? So ngayon meron akong panic because sa rural areas where I'm now, where I moved
Yeah.
nung February, meron silang takot sa El Nino. Wala sila masyadong takot sa Hormuz, sa nangyayari sa Iran kasi they're still not that dependent. Yung fishing nila, kaya nila sa shoreline na hindi nila kaya masyado lumayo. Kaya nila yung paddle boat lang, kaya nila mag-cast ng nets, kaya nila mag-line. Eh, hindi din sila nagbebenta masyado outside of the community kasi malayo. It's quite isolated.
Pero ngayon,
Subsistence.
ibig sabihin para ano ang tawag dito, yung just for now, kumbaga kunyari, theoretically, kunyari ano ka pa rin, economist ka pa rin. Kung bibigay ka ng, of course, subject to, ano, di ba, kumbaga analysis, bibigay ka ng theoretical what to expect nitong the pattern na kalalabasan ng collapse. May anong timeline na nakikita mong...
Wala, I would say that nobody really actually knows, no?
Okay.
At this point in time, walang precedents to eh. So,
Black Swan talaga siya.
Black Swan. And, walang makakasabi na alam, if somebody says na alam nila, medyo baka, possible.
So in this case, the biggest bang for the buck is to assume the worst.
Assume the worst.
Ayan.
Kasi if you're ready for the worst, okay lang. Diba, if it does not come to pass,
Okay.
you'll still be fine, no? Like, ako, like mga liquid assets ko, wala na.
Sige.
Diba, I'm converting to something kasi I'm assuming na it has already happened. It's only going to get worse. Diba? It's not gonna get better next year or 2 years from now or 3 years from now.
Yeah.
Yung panic ko is complete.
Yan.
Diba?
Okay. Sige.
Kaya bumili ako ng property last February. I sold and trying to sell everything in Luzon kasi I think Luzon is going to be fucked.
Oh yeah.
Diba? So
Yeah.
I'm moving to Mindanao.
Yeah.
It's remote.
Uh-uh.
It's an agricultural economy. Konti ang tao, pretty much. Wala silang ini-export.
Yeah.
They don't require on exporting coconuts, but may konti ano for mga gastos nila. Meron silang nagtitinda sila ng kopras palabas. Yung bigas nila is para sa community lang. Yung bananas nila pang community lang. They don't have enough to export. So pretty much kopras. Ito yung fishing nila is hindi rin lumalabas. So it's a community na maliit. It's a community na dating hotbed for communism. So yung nature is very much intact. Madaming headwater, maitim yung lupa kasi hindi pinasok ng logging, hindi pinasok ng commercial agriculture. So marami pa rin small farmers, no? Although meron ng yung mga old na traditional na
Para let's close with this data point na sinabi mo, confirm mo, pero may nag-mention din sa internet. Pare, confirm mo yung mga sa New Zealand, yung mga banker, pare, ng mga bilyonaryo.
yeah. So alam ni I spent some time in New Zealand and then marami akong naging kaibigan na mga Pinoy doon sa Queenstown. Queenstown is probably the most affluent area kasi andun yung mga skiers na mga mayaman. So maraming Pinoy doon na na-meet ko na they've been working on bunkers na hindi yung grandeurs na maliliit na bunkers on some of these bigger properties. These are people na not just from New Zealand, these are people who come to Queenstown in particular kasi it has an international airport na kayang mag-landing ng mga pinakamalalaking plano. So matagal na silang nag-build ng bunker. Sabi na it's been 6, may nakilala ko na 6 years na siya na Pinoy na yun yung trabaho niya, mag-install ng electrical system sa mga bunkers. Sabi, these are not yung mga sobrang laki, but people in New Zealand, the rich ones at least, are preparing for the world.
Sige. Anyway, thank you.